everyone, it's Eds from Bermuda. Welcome to my channel, Gardening Journey with Eds. And today's video, guys, is about how to propagate a ZZ plant. There's like 3 ways actually on how to propagate ZZ plant. It's through stem cutting, leaf propagation, and as well as like the rhizome separation or the bottom part. So I have this ZZ plant with me, guys. So this is my first ZZ plant. So I got this 3 months ago, and it's not really that big, it's just this one. So since I am eager to propagate my ZZ plants the moment I got it, because I want to multiply all my plants, so I cut it right away. Hold on, I'll show you guys. So if you can see, there is this cutting. This is my first cutting, and then there's another one here. So I cut 2 stalks from these plants. So these 2 stalks are the tallest one, and then the old one. So this one, they're just growing. They are the new one before the new shoots when I got this one. So this is what I did from my propagation. So those 2 stalks, I got them like into like 3 or 2 parts, and then I got some of the leaves, like pluck the leaves and separate them. And so this is what I did, guys. So I have this leaf first. I'll show you my leaf propagation. So this leaf propagation, or these leaves, are been sitting here for more than 3 months. It's like almost 4 months to be exact. So this is what happened, guys. I just sit them here and change the water once in a while. We don't want the water to be polluted, because it might, these leaves will die, and we don't want that to happen. So this is what happened, guys. After sitting here for almost 4 months, these leaves already rooted. As you can see, there's some roots, and there's also rhizomes that form at the bottom, like a little potato. This is how they grow. They produce rhizomes. So I have few leaves. That's because I only cut 2 stalks from the mother plant, so I don't really have a lot, and I don't think I need a lot. So these are my leaf propagations, guys. They're all growing, and they all have roots. Well, not really, because some they don't have roots, but it's starting to form a rhizome. So what I've noticed, guys, if the leaf is big, maybe it's an adult leaf. There we go. So the more bigger the leaf is, the more roots and rhizome it can produce. So this is my second biggest. So you can see it's not as big as the first one that have a bigger leaf. So if you want to propagate using a leaf propagation, you might as well pick the biggest leaf or the adult leaf, probably, because they are the one that's grow faster and quicker and best. So you can see the difference. So these are the smallest one. The smallest one, this one have a tiny rhizome but no roots at all, and they've been sitting here at the same time for almost 4 months. See, this one don't have roots, but they're starting to form the rhizome. So you guys, that's the advice. Just pick up the biggest leaf, or the old leaf maybe. So this is my leaf propagation. I think this is ready to put in the individual pots, but I still want to wait for another month maybe, because I want to make sure that these will survive. I don't want them to be gone. Yeah guys, so since these are my first propagation, so I don't want them to be a waste, because these are my first cut on this mother plant, and I just don't want to cut more, so I just want to make sure that this will survive. And another way is, hold on, let me just put this in here, through stem cutting. So there you go guys, I have also cuttings from the mother plant, from the 2 stalks that I cut. So these guys, they also have rooted and some rhizomes forms at the bottom, as you can see. There you go. So I have like 4 stems and they all rooted. All of them survive. There you go. And this seems like they have the same size of rhizomes, so it doesn't matter. Since the growth of this stem cutting are the same, like roots almost the same, the rhizome size is the same. So, but let's compare the rhizome from the leaf and from the stem. So I think the leaf propagation produce more roots than the stem cutting. This leaf also have a big rhizome compared to this one. So I think it's best to propagate using leaf. I don't know when if it's really faster growing, so I'll just update you on that one. Let's still do experiment. And this is my first journey how to propagate ZZ plant, you guys, so I'm just sharing it to you. There you go. And I will probably still waiting for another month. I want to see a lot of roots before I plant them on their individual pots. And you guys, there's also another way. Aside from water, I also try to plant them here using the soil. So this one is the leaf propagation, and this one is the stem cutting. So I'm just curious if this one also rooted. I don't know, let's just check. I can just plant it back if it's okay. Let me just loosen the soil. I don't want to break any roots. There you go guys, this one also rooted actually, but I don't think it's a lot, but it's still alive. So I didn't wither, that means it's working. So let me just put it back here. And let's check the stem cutting, guys. This is not really like, the soil is loose, guys. So there you go. This one also have like little roots. It's showing some roots as well. That means it's doing well. I just want to put it back, you guys. So there you go. But using 2 ways, I think I find the water interesting. I think I like the water best, because you can see if there's roots coming, if there's rhizomes coming, and I think let's compare them. So this is my leaf propagation and then my stem cutting from the soil, and as you can see, this one will still have a bigger rhizome and lots of roots. So I think it's better to use water than the soil. Let's just put this back. And hopefully this won't affect it because I pulled it out. Well, it doesn't have a lot of roots yet, so I don't think I ruined some of the roots. And also guys, there's another ways on how you propagate your ZZ plant, which is separating the rhizome, because ZZ plants have like a potato growing under. I will just make it a space here so you can see. I don't know if you can see, guys. So this is the rhizomes that's growing under it, and this is where they grow actually from a rhizome. So you can just like separate the rhizome if you want to, like if you have a big bushes of ZZ plant and then you wanna repot it or replanted it. So just separate these rhizomes, guys. So let's make it easier. So these individual stalks have their own rhizomes. So since I don't have a big one, so I don't want to separate it yet. So cutting this, actually when I first start my video, I want to cut this one just to show you how I cut and pluck the leaves and propagate it. But since this only have like 1, 2, 3, 4 stalks, I don't want to cut more because this is my first one. I don't want to cut a lot. I want it to grow more as well. But since I only use 2 stalks from it, guys, and then I have like I think these guys have future that they will grow. So from that 2 stalks that I cut from my mother plants, I can produce like probably if these leaves will survive, this will be an individual plant. So this kind of like probably 10 of the leaves or 11, and then I have, oops, sorry. And in addition to that, guys, I have also my stem cuttings. Like I have 5 of them. So in maybe a year, I can produce, or I will probably produce between 10 to 15 new ZZ plants, because these individual stems will grow their own individual mother plants. So there you go, guys. You don't need to buy a lot of plants, just learn how to propagate your plants. And this is how I propagate my plants. I'm learning as well because these are all my new journey. That's why I'm sharing them to you guys. And I guess the best way though is to separate the bulbs or the rhizomes, sorry. So that way they have their own rhizomes already, the big rhizomes, they have their own stalks, they have their own leaves. And the more you separate them, the more space they have and they do grow faster. But since, guys, I don't have a lot yet, that's why I started to do this stem cutting and the leaf propagations instead of like the separating the rhizomes. So this is our video for today, and hope you learned from this as much as I'm learning. And thank you for watching. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified if there's new journey to share. Thanks and have a great one. Bye.